On this week's episode of Theme Park Worldwide, the show, we've got news in from London Paramount Entertainment Resort. We take a look at the brand new ride coming to Fantasy Island in Skegness. Along with all that, we've got news from Park Asterix, Fantasyland and Mako at SeaWorld. I'm Shawn Sanbrooke, this is Theme Park Worldwide, the show, and that means it's time to cue those titles. Once again, a very warm welcome to this week's episode of the show, and I hope you've all had a fantastic week. Of course, it's been a great week for Theme Park Worldwide this week. We hit 36,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, which is a phenomenal amount, and I'd like to thank each and every one of you for subscribing to the channel. It's really great that you enjoy our content, and we look forward to providing many more videos into the future. It's going to be fantastic what we've got planned over Theme Park Worldwide throughout 2016 and into the future. So thank you very much for all of your support. Along with that, then, a couple of other bits of news. Of course, the Theme Park Worldwide event was announced a few weeks ago. That's on Saturday, May the 21st. It's being held at Drayton Manor Theme Park in Tamworth, Staffordshire, which is here in the UK where Theme Park Worldwide is based. Anyone's welcome to attend. It's a free event. However, you do need to purchase an admission ticket to Drayton Manor. If you want full details on the event, you can find that by heading to our Facebook page, just by searching Theme Park Worldwide, where we've got an events tab just there, where you find all the details and also confirm if you are coming to the event or not. Also, I hope you're keeping out for the one and only Dean from Theme Park Worldwide Vlogs. He's one of our popular and amazing vlog stars. He's brilliant, and of course he's going to be wearing Nike in a certain vlog in the next few weeks, so keep an eye out in our competition. Keep your eyes peeled. He's going to be out there with the first one. He's not done one yet, but it is for our competition Just Burn It. If you want the full details on Just Burn It, the competition, and you might be just thinking what the hell is Shawn going on about, Just Burn It, the competition. It's really exciting, so check out in the video description for full details on our competition, and keep your eyes peeled for Dean wearing Nike. He will not be wearing Adidas at some point in the next few weeks, so keep an eye out for that one. Plenty to get through then this week in terms of theme park news. Let's kick straight in with a bit of news off the rails. Right off. Now here in the UK we have a fantastic selection of theme parks as it is, from the likes of Blackpool Pleasure Beach to Thorpe Park, Alton Towers, Drayton Manor, Poulton's, Legoland. There's some brilliant stuff out there to go and see. But a few years ago it was very exciting when Paramount announced they were going to build a brand new theme park known as London Paramount Entertainment Resort to be located at the Swanscombe Peninsula in Kent, just outside of London. Now it looked fantastic. This was, like I say, it was first announced a few years ago. Massive billions of pounds spent into it. However, it's not looking so good. Now, there's been a few delays with the project over the past couple of years. It keeps getting pushed back. It's been pushed back 2 years. However, it's now been pushed back for another year to 2021, which is a shame. Is this actually going to happen, guys? I want your thoughts, and we'll read some out next week. So do you think London Paramount Entertainment Resort is going to get built? Is it going to open 2021? Is it going to open later? Is it not going to happen at all? Comment below and we'll have a bit of a discussion on it next week. But if you've not heard about it at all, it's a massive new resort on loads of land, around 800 acres I believe. 27,000 jobs are expected to be created during the building and obviously when the attraction gets open. And like I say, it's been delayed twice now. Of course, there was supposed to be a plan application going in later this year. That's now been pushed back to 2017, next year. So we're just going to have to see what happens with this one. It's not looking great. However, it's quite a big setback with these guys with building to build the park. They have managed to secure quite a bit of funding for the theme park, what they've been openly posting on their Twitter and Facebook page, but it's nowhere near enough to open this massive theme park resort with a theme park, hotels. It was very focused on nightlife and entertainment, and there was even talk of a show in the park with 300 actors at the end of each night. I mean, it all sounds amazing, very Disney-esque, very Universal, but is it ever going to get built? Comment below and I'll read out some of your thoughts next week from down in the YouTube comments. Fantasy Island. We had a great time when we visited last month on the channel. If you've not seen our vlog, make sure you check it out. But we went to ride, some of our favourite attractions at the park. Of course, the Odyssey was closed. It's had a paint job, but it did stall literally a couple of days before we went. So we look forward to going back this summer and riding that. But not only will we be re-riding the Odyssey, we'll be getting on a brand new ride for the park. Well, I say brand new ride, it's actually used to operate at the park in the 2002 and 2003 season. And it's the world's tallest and fastest Fabry booster. Woo! There you go, give us news, sat at home, there you go, eating your pancakes. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. But yes, it looks absolutely fantastic. It's called G-Force. It's believed the ride's going to keep that name. The ride was sold to a European showman a few years ago. And now Mellors, who've acquired Fantasy Island, have acquired the ride again and are putting it back in at Fantasy Island. Now, since we went to the park last month, there's been a lot of changes with the park. The Millennium's had a brand new entrance off the road, which looks good. They've also moved the Twister attraction to a new location. The Beast has also moved, which is the Mondale Top Scan. So they've done a lot of work around the park, which is great to see. But this brand new ride looks absolutely awesome. It's 164 foot tall and reaches a speed of 60 miles per hour upwards. It looks absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to get back there this summer. Of course, we'll have some on-ride footage. We'll post our review on our Facebook, Twitter pages, and of course in a vlog. And it's going to be absolutely awesome, so keep an eye out for that. The brand new ride opening at some point in the next couple of months. They've just started building it now, so hopefully it's going to take a few weeks. It's normally a travelling ride, so I'm sure they'll soon get that back up and running. And it's going to be good to see when we see that at Fantasy Island. Now, in terms of another new ride then, I thought I'd show you this. It's not really a major investment, but it's at Parc Asterix, which is just outside of Paris, just near Charles de Gaulle Airport, which makes it very easy to get to from the UK. Some brilliant rides there, including Osiris, the B&M Invert. You've got Tonnerre des Ayers with a wooden coaster, of course Goudrix as well, which is maybe not quite as good. Which is quite rough. However, what they have put in is a brand new ride, which is only a Zamperla Disco. You might be thinking, hang on a minute, I can go to Paultons and ride one, I can go to Chessington, I can go to Blackpool. However, this one's really well themed. Take a look at this. Some pictures released thanks to the park. Look how awesome that looks. Of course, it's over the water, and you can just see there how there's a bit of a wave coming out from the water. That's like a splash effect, what they've added underneath. Similar to Shambhala, it's not a natural splash, but it's got some jets that make it look like it's splashing and creating a wave. I think that looks absolutely awesome. It's in the Greece themed area next to the station of Tonnerre des Ayers. And it looks like they've built a bit of a tunnel under the pathway as well, so which makes it really good for when you get to the wooden coaster. One of the best wooden coasters I've ever been on there, so make sure you get yourselves to the park, not only for that, but also to see the other new rides. Of course, they are putting in a brand new coaster for 2017 next season, and that's when we'll return to the park here on Theme Park Worldwide. It looks really good though. In terms of impressive theming, I think that looks great. It's probably the best themed Zamperla Disco coaster I've ever seen. So there you go. Thank you very much for sharing them pictures with us, Parc Asterix. Over to Orlando now and Mako, probably one of the biggest rides of the year. Of course, we're going to be there in September vlogging and riding it. SeaWorld Orlando, along with all the other Orlando parks. This is the ride that I'm most looking forward to this year, sort of outside of Europe. It looks fantastic. It's Mako and it's opening on June the 10th at SeaWorld Orlando. It looks fantastic. I mean, again, another picture just here for you of Mako. How awesome does that look? It's Orlando's tallest, fastest and longest roller coaster, and it looks absolutely incredible. 200 foot tall, so it's not quite the height of Shambhala, but it looks fantastic, and it's going to be a great addition at SeaWorld, all around the lake as well, just behind Kraken, the floorless coaster. It looks stunning, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that. In terms of what else they're doing at the park, they've also got like a preview which is open on their park's SeaWorld Nautilus Theatre. So if you head to the park, go to the Nautilus Theatre, and they've got like a preview of Mako telling you all about the coaster and stuff like that. So it looks really good. It's called Mako's Rising, so make sure you go and check that out. It looks like it's got some footage and things in there, and that's showing twice daily over at SeaWorld Orlando for any of our viewers out there in Florida at the moment. Hi out there to you, and we'll see you in September when we're there with Theme Park Worldwide for 18 days. It's going to be incredible. Not 18 days at SeaWorld, but 18 days in the whole of Orlando. It's going to be crazy, and of course going down to Busch Gardens, riding Cobra's Curse and King Kong at Universal and Frozen and Rivers of Light at Disney World. It's going to be fantastic, and of course I'll have a little look around Hollywood Studios and see how construction's getting on there with everything that's going on at the park at the moment. Finally then, in this very, very busy news off the rails, it's Taron at Phantasialand, which looks absolutely fantastic, and I showed you some pictures last week of that. This week, their junior coaster, Rake, which is a Vekoma Junior Boomerang, they literally, as soon as I filmed last week's show, released more images of the junior coaster. It looks absolutely incredible, so let's have a look. Look at that. Of course, it's got the nice black tracks, pretty similar to Taron. Of course, Taron is an Intamin coaster. This is a Vekoma, but they look quite nice. I was quite unsure how they were going to look, the two coaster tracks next to each other, being from different manufacturers, but it looks really good. I'm quite impressed with that, but what I'm really impressed with is the theming. Look at that, and you can just see in the background like a little bridge as well. I assume that's the entrance to a queue line for one of the rides or the area. Not much is still known about Taron and Rake and the new themed area. However, you know, we might be getting close to an opening date. The ride's been tested now for a couple of weeks. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to have an opening date soon. I'm going to be there in June, and I look forward to riding it and seeing what that whole area's got to be like. I mean, Fantasyland's a gorgeous park. It's got some stunning rides such as Cheer Pass, Black Mamba, Whingers. You've got some brilliant rides there, and I think this really completes their really firm lineup. That's all ever news off the rails. It's now time for you to ask me questions in Ask Me Anything. Let's go. So it's time for Ask Me Anything, the part of the show where we go through all the questions that have been asked via our email and Facebook page over the week. And then, of course, I will read them out here. So Charlotte, the Theme Park Worldwide admin, has randomly picked 4 questions for me this week. So let's have a little look at what you guys want answering. So Jordan's asked, what do you think Alton Tower's in store for Secret Weapon 8? Well, I think it's going to be a wooden coaster. It needs to be wood. I mean, that park's got some fantastic rides, and now they've gone to virtual reality. So I'd like to think that next we're going to go right back to where it all began and get a nice wooden coaster. So thank you for your question. Daniel Fotheringham, what's the best piece of theme park audio for a ride you've heard and why? Well, theme park audio is something that I'm really passionate about and I really like. But Helix at Leesburg's got a really close place in my heart. I absolutely love it. If you've never heard it, get yourself on YouTube. Helix Leesburg launch platform, particularly soundtrack. It's absolutely stunning, and make sure you check it out. It's a brilliant soundtrack. So thank you for your question. Abdul Heidi, what coaster would you like to ride? Well, something that I'd really like to ride, what I've not yet done, it is King Dakar, and I'd just like to go and see it. Of course, it is the tallest roller coaster in the world at the moment, and I'd love to get out there and do it over at Six Flags Great Adventure. I believe Mr. Lee Wood's even going this year and riding it before me, which I'm really jealous about, but I know one day I'll get out there to check it out, and of course I'll share the memories with you here on Theme Park Worldwide. Thanks for your question there, Abdul. Finally, Cameron Sadler, if you were given the chance to develop Lightwater Valley, what rides would you put in it and what themed areas? So Lightwater Valley, it's a really good question that actually. Lightwater Valley is a theme park in Ripon, North Yorkshire. If you've never heard of it, in England. So yes, what would I do? Well, first off, I get in a Map Mega coaster. I'm not sure what I really theme it to, but I think it needs some more staple themed areas. They've got the Pirates themed area, which is all nice, you know, but in terms of the Ultimate and things, it's not really got much theming. And of course, this year they have taken out Whirlwind, which is their Mondale Top Scan, which I'm gutted about. But I look forward to still seeing the park later this year and sort of seeing how it's going. But yeah, in terms of that, Map Mega coaster would be good. Maybe a wooden coaster as well. Of course, they've got the Ultimate, which is a hybrid. It'd be good to see a wooden coaster at the park as well. Thank you for all your 4 questions. If you've got any questions, send them in on Facebook by searching Theme Park Worldwide and on Messenger on there, or you can email them in. It's ask@themeparkworldwide.co.uk, ask@themeparkworldwide.co.uk. It's now time for everyone's part of the week. It's Wednesday, and that means it's time for Merch Paradise. So a few new bits to show you then on Merch Paradise this week. These are brand new into the world of theme parks, and these are some resins. Now you guys probably know how much I love my resins. I've got over 30 of them now, all from Merlin Parks actually, and these are something that Merlin do quite well. So I'll show you these. You've got the Stealth resin. This is brand new. Of course, Stealth did have one before. All these I'm going to show you had one before, but these are brand new. You've got the Stealth tyre with the train coming out. These are really nice, and they currently retail at £8. And this obviously was filmed in April 2016. So there you go. Just in case you're watching this in like 10 years time and wondering, hang on a minute, there's 20 quid now. Nemesis Inferno there, it's quite nice. Got a nice sort of model of the train on as well. A couple of more to show you. Just getting them off my desk there. Colossus, that's quite nice. They're starting to add a bit of colour to these now. I mean, if you look at some of the older ones, they didn't really used to have any colour on, whereas these have now. That's quite nice. You've got the logo on there as well. Finally, a brand new one for the Swarm. You've got the ambulance on there as well. And that looks really nice sort of model of the train. There you go, that's your merch paradise. Like I said, I tried to pick something at random each week from in here. I had the wood last week, we've had those this week. I'll look around this week and see what really unique items I can show you in next week's episode of Merch Paradise. So as always, as we end Theme Park Worldwide, the show for this week, it is time for Interact With Me, the final section, the part of the show where you send in any birthday shout-outs, pictures of you on the rides, merchandise, whatever you've got, what theme park fans might enjoy from across the world. So let's have a little look at what's been sent in this week. First up then, it's Keely with some merchandise from Disney World. Thank you for sharing that, Keely. Jared has got some Alton Towers merchandise, so thanks for sharing that with us, Jared. Matthew Chapman with a Corkscrew Closing Day t-shirt. I've actually got a couple of these myself, somewhere just down here in the world of theme parks. Don't ask me where they are to show you, but yeah, I've got that much stuff now, you know, but thank you very much for sharing that. It's a brilliant shirt. Joe Maloney's got some Alton Towers mugs, so thank you for sharing those with me. You've got Aaron May with a Stealth on-ride photo from Thorpe Park. Stacey Smith with a photo at Harry Potter Studios. Chris McGregor with a Smiler on-ride photo. You've also got Paul with a photo on Dragon's Falls. And you've got Caitlin Roberts who's got a photo with me. Make sure if you do see me, stop me for a photo and we'll put it here on Theme Park Worldwide, the show. Happy birthdays to Gracie Smith, to Gian, and also Dan Perks. And also big shout outs to Tyrrell, Roberto Valentine, and of course Pete Robbins as well. Thank you very much for watching this week's episode of the show, and thank you for sending in all of your pictures and merchandise for me this week. If you've got something interesting for the show, why not send it in on Facebook as a private message, just like the Theme Park Worldwide Facebook page. It'd be great to see you over there. We've got lots of stuff going on throughout the week. All the news is there first, so check it out. Or all you need to do is email in. interact@themeparkworldwide.co.uk is your email address for anything for this section of the show. That's it then for another episode of the show. Of course, we're really kicking in with the season now. We've got some great stuff coming up. And next week, I'm heading over to Italy, where I'm going to be going to do some filming, doing some vlogs. I'm going to see a couple of new parks that I've not seen before. Rainbow Magic Land and Cinecittà World. So you'll be careful. So make sure you're watching the channel. Of course, you're going to see that here in the next couple of weeks on Theme Park Worldwide. Check out our other vlogs and videos throughout the week. I'm Shawn Sanbrooke. Thanks for watching Theme Park Worldwide. And that means it's time to cue those titles. Thanks a lot, guys. Have an awesome week. Let's go ride some coasters.